finna get out a quick story time on why you really gotta be cautious and be safe, because it's a whole bunch of weirdos out here. Okay, so boom, one day I had went to the mall, I had went to Lennox, and I was walking towards Forever 21, and then this man like approached me. He like an older man, like he like my daddy age, and he just started saying, oh, what's your name, da da da, but I wasn't saying nothing. I just kept on walking. So I walked into Forever 21, and he followed me into Forever 21, and he just following me around the store, literally. Like, I'm looking at stuff, still not saying nothing to him, and like I'll pick up something and he'll be like, oh, you like this is what you like to wear, and I should get you this. Like, and I remember I had called my mama because I just wanted to be on the phone with somebody, because I'm like, why is this man still following me around the mall, like, and I'm not even talking to you, why are you still here? So I had called my mama because I just want to be on the phone with somebody, and I had told her, and eventually the man had left. Okay, cool. So then, like, maybe 2-3 days after that, I get a text from my hairstylist. Mind you, I have not gotten my hair done by her in probably like over a year. I don't know. But this not my hairstylist I go to all the time. Like, I only go to her for real when I need ponytails. So it's probably been like over a year since I got my hair done by her specifically. So when she texted me out the blue, I was confused. But I'm finna read y'all the text message that she had sent me. Okay, this is what the text had said. It said, hey, love, this is, and then she put her Instagram name. Because like I said, she's a hairstylist, so that's what I know her by, her Instagram name. So she said, hey, love, this is so-and-so. I'm reaching out because there's a man looking for you. He just called me, but not giving me a reason. So I just wanted to let you know for safety reasons, you know. And then she sent me a screenshot of, I guess after he called her, he had texted her this. And then she sent me a screenshot where he said, and the screenshot had his number in there. So this is what he texted my hairstylist. So he said, good afternoon, do you know a girl named, and then he put my name, like my YouTube name, Tyke J. She said, I'm sorry, who is this? He said, wrong person, wrong number. She said, okay, why you looking for her? That was random, so I'm confused why you asked me. And then she said, he sounds like an older guy. I asked him, why is he looking for my client? He said, wrong number, and hung up. So I guess that was like when he had first called her. Maybe he called her again, I don't know, but that's what she told me. And like I said, I've not even gotten my hair done by her in such a long time. Like, when I get my hair done by her, usually I post it. Like, I make my little reels or my little TikTok. So if you would have seen, like, you would have had to scroll, like, far, like, really, really far to even see that video and know, like, I've gotten my hair done by her. So after that, I was just, like, confused. I'm like, who would go out their way to text, or not even just text and call my hairstylist asking her, do she know me? So I had told my mama and all that, and my mama had called the number because I had showed her the screenshot that the hairstylist sent me with the man number in there, and it wasn't no Atlanta number or nothing like that, so I really didn't know it. Like, I'm like, who the hell is this? So my mama had called the number. My mama was going off. Like, my mama was going off. But the man had ended up blocking my mama because I don't know what my mama was saying on the phone. I don't know. I wasn't there. But she had just told me she had called him and she was mad or whatever. So then my little brother had also called the phone. And when my brother had called, he was talking to him, like, and the man was saying, like, oh, I just wanted to tell her she was pretty. I don't want to talk to her. I have a girlfriend. I just wanted to tell her she was pretty. I just seen her on Instagram, and I didn't think she was gonna DM me back or something like that, he said. And my mama had told me the man told my brother that he's like in his 30s or 40s, something. I don't know if it was 30s or 40s. He's older than me. But then another thing he was saying on the phone to my little brother was that he's from Florida. I remember the man in the mall telling me, he was like, when he was just talking, he was like, oh yeah, you know, I just moved out here from Florida, da da da. So I'm like, ain't no way this the same person who was just following me around the mall. Like, it's just no way. But it's like everything was just like lining up. Like, he was old too. He's talking about he from, like, it was just so freaking weird. I don't know if the man already knew who I was when he seen me in the mall, or I don't know if he found out after. I feel like he probably already knew. I don't know. I know, like, doing content and stuff, you post so much of your life, you just never know, like, who's watching you. So I just wanted to tell y'all that little story time, to tell y'all just be safe and be cautious, like, especially when you going places alone, when you posting stuff, just be cautious.
All right, so update on the girl who works the front desk at my gym who told me to have a horrible workout. So story time. I've been going to this gym for about 1.5 years now, and when I first started going there, I obviously didn't know any of the people at the front desk. So when I went in one morning and she was at the front desk, I had greeted her and I said, hey, you know, good morning. And she was just on her cell phone, and she looked up at me when I said it and then looked back down at her cell phone. So, you know, noted. The next day, the days after, I never greeted her because obviously she's not a girl's girl, so why would I give her any of my energy? So there's been tension ever since that. Not tension where like I go and like say anything. It's just like I just know that she's not not a girl's girl, so why am I going to say good morning to her? All right, so after that situation, like, you know, not every day that this happens, but I have seen and witnessed her at the front desk talking with the employees there and casually looking over, kind of giggling, laughing, staring in my direction. So it's been clear that she talks about me with the people at the front desk. But it's like, you know, to me, I'm not trying to start any problems because, girl, I can't afford that, right? So, you know, I brushed it off. I haven't said anything. I've seen it, but whatever, right? There was another time that I walked into the gym and okay, my bad, my light went out, but deal with it. So like a couple days later, maybe like weeks later, I walked into the gym and that same girl and another guy that works there were talking. So when I was approaching the desk, the guy stopped talking, you know, as you should as an employee, and greeted me and said, hi, good morning, and helped me scan in. And so I was like, oh, thank you. And he's like, have a great workout. And then I proceed to go into the gym and the girl really loud says, before I was rudely interrupted. It took everything out of me to not say or do anything, just let me tell you. So that was another incident before the incident. So then like a couple weeks later, there's been more instances where like she'll look at me and dog me and like, you know, whatever. Very petty things that I can get over. But I walked in one morning and as I was approaching the desk, again, the same guy and that girl were talking at the front desk. And I walk in, and again, the guy greets me and says, hi, good morning, then says, have a good workout. And I said, thanks. And I walked away. And as I walked away, the girl said, more like a horrible workout. I don't know why, but I turned around so fast and I took my headphone off and was like, what did you say? And she's like, nobody was even talking about you. And the guy was like, had his cell phone open and she was like, I was over here talking to him and going on and on and on and on, like if I'm crazy. And mind you, while this is going on, the guy that she was sitting next to that works there was looking down at his phone. So that says a lot. That's your little employee friend and he's like looking down as somebody's confronting you about something that you didn't say. So that already had told me a lot. Like, I know I'm not crazy, I know what I heard. So anyway, we kind of start going back and forth and the guy puts his head down on the front desk as he's looking at his phone like, y'all can like handle that. Because he knows that I was not in the wrong, right? So anyway, she keeps denying it. And I said, no, what did you say? And she's like, nobody was even talking about you, like trying to make it seem like I am just making things up. I'm hearing things. And I told her, I was like, no, I heard what you said. You said to have a horrible workout. I'm like, really? Really? I'm gonna be in high school, you know? So anyway, she is like looking at me like, no, denying it. And I said, look, I really wanted to crash out. I really wanted to crash out. But all these things started running in my head. Like, girl, I have way too much to lose. So I really just looked at her and was like, you really need to keep it professional if you want to keep your job. And you know what she said? Nothing. And I walked away and continued with my workout.
Oh, I look crazy, y'all. It's raining outside. I'm about to get ready to do my hair, but I just had to get on here and tell y'all what just happened. So I went by my house to make sure my grass was cut because my mama had sent somebody to cut my grass. The grass was cut. Now I'm getting back into my car. This man was walking past. He was like, hey, you stay in Bolivar County? I'm like, no, I don't stay in Bolivar County. I actually stay here. He was like, oh, well, I needed a ride to Bolivar County. Mind you, I'm at my house. My crib is like 30 minutes from Bolivar County. But I told him that I wasn't going to Bolivar County because I'm just a girl. I'm in a car by myself. I don't know him. He's a stranger to me. I was scared. After I told him that I wasn't going to Bolivar County, he was like, well, I might as well start walking. Mind you, that's a 30-minute walk. He wasn't going to make it to Cleveland until probably like 12 o'clock at night, y'all. I was not going to let that old man walk. Mind you, he looked like he's every bit of 60 years old. So I pulled up beside him. I'm like, hey, you don't have nobody that you can call to come pick you up because it's about to thunderstorm. He was like, nah, they left me. I'm like, so you have no ride? He's like, no, he don't have no ride. I'm like, so who are you? Do you know anybody? He was like, yeah, I know all your people. How do you know all of my people? Then he got the name and all of my people. So I was like, you know what? Let me call my brother. What's my brother number? He gave me my brother number. I called my brother. I was like, hey, you know this man? He was like, yeah, he good people. I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to give him a ride to Cleveland because he said he don't have no other ride. My brother was like, okay, yeah, he good people. So y'all, I let him get in the car with me. Immediately when he got in the car, he was like, I'm so hungry. My stomach is touching my back. I'm like, do you want me to stop you to get you some food before I drop you off? He was like, I don't have any cash on me to get no food. So y'all know I'm going through my own situations. But I'm about to take this man and get him a 4 for 4 from Wendy's because that's the least I could do. I'm not finna drop him off. And he hungry. That's too much. That's too much. He already didn't have a ride. He was going to have to literally walk from Leland to Cleveland. And then on top of that, he's hungry. And he's the older guy. No, I'm not finna see him home hungry. I'm about to go feed him. And then I'm going to take him home, y'all. But I had to just let y'all know, like, he's sitting in the car telling me how he'll never forget my face and how I'm such a walking angel when he got family members who could have looked out for him. Like, that is just crazy to me.
Story time on how I ruined this girl's birthday. Let me preface this by saying, like, I don't know what I did wrong. I never got closure from this whole situation. And I just thought, like, you know, after a year, let me just ask y'all, like, what would you do if you were put in this situation? Okay, so boom. It's 3 characters. Me, my wife, her best friend. We're just going to keep it like that. My wife is my wife. Her best friend is her best friend. Okay, cool. So, little backstory. My wife and her best friend, they have been best friends since middle school, damn near diapers. Like, they was always super duper close, super duper locked in, and I was super excited to meet her. They would always FaceTime, they would always talk, it would always be super cordial, super nice, super endearing, like they were sisters type. And then her mom was super nice as well. It was like my wife's second mom in a way. So boom, her best friend's birthday comes up and they're doing the plans for it. Everybody's talking about their outfits and everything, but me, I'm not even thinking nothing of it because I know, since I don't know her, I wasn't expecting to be a part of the plans. My wife being my wife, she not going nowhere without me, so she had to make sure that it was cool with her best friend that I joined the festivities. Me, I'm super excited because I finally get to meet her best friend that she speaks so highly of. So, fast forward to her actual birthday, they ended up getting an Airbnb, and the plan was to go out and then just come back and chill. So at the time, I was at work, so the goal was to get off work and just meet them at whatever place they decided to go to. Now, let me also preface this by saying, since at the time I was a lead concierge, I had on like a business casual outfit, a long sleeve button up with floral little pattern, and then I had a tennis skirt that was white, and then I had some heels. This is what I was wearing to work, and I didn't have time to change. Okay, cool. It's finally time for me to get off work. My wife, she sends me the low. It's luckily like 7 minutes away from where I was at, so I'm like, okay, bet. I pull up, I have to parking like $10. I'm like, ugh, whatever. Just pay it, I park. Now I gotta walk a mile to the club. Okay, cool. Finally get to the club, and I notice it's like 2 clubs in one. So you first get in there, it's like a bunch of tables, a bar, everybody chilling, eating, vibing. And then you go down some stairs, and it's like a whole party going on. I come in dancing with the vibes. I'm excited because it's her birthday. This is the day of her birthday. Let me also preface and say, I asked my wife, are you sure you want me to meet her on her birthday? Because I know how it is on our birthday. Like, as a girl, you just want everything to be about you and yada, yada, yada. I didn't want to, you know, intervene in any way, shape, or form because I know how it is. But my wife kept telling me, like, babe, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. She said it's cool, she said it's cool, she said it's cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Wait, everybody just... Me still, I'm coming in smiling, excited. I'm like, hey, happy birthday. Like, hey, turn up. This is how everybody looking at me. I'm like, okay. So mind you, it's the birthday girl, which is my wife's best friend. She has 2 friends, and then it's my wife, and then it's a guy. So it's 5 of them. So because it's no space, my wife, she gets up. She's like, okay, let's just go to the section across from them because somebody's scooting over. We go across, and then everybody finally come to where we at. So now we all sitting along the section like this. It's like one long row of seats. So I pass it to the birthday girl's friend. I tap her real lightly, like, hey girl, did you want to hit this? And she was like, oh yeah. So she hit the blunt a couple times. She passed it back to me. So then I reach past, I'm like, excuse me, and I try to get the birthday girl's attention. The way she sized me up and down, like I spit on her or something, you would have thought I did something. All I did was tap her like, hey, did you want to hit the blunt? So after she finally done sizing me up and down, she grabbed the blunt. I'm like, okay. So I just turned, I'm looking like with my eyebrows all weird because why did you have to do all that? In the midst of her tapping me, I was kissing my wife because that is my wife. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not trying to make the situation bigger than what it is because I can already feel the hostility literally suffocating me. Y'all, we puffing. We making videos, you know, everybody just trying to make the best of the situation. Not even 5 minutes later, she just storms up and is like, you know what? I'm ready to go. So before we can really like assess what's even going on, her friends and her, they all just storm off. So we just looking at each other like, okay. We proceed to follow. It took us forever to catch up to them. Like, I don't know. Eventually we catch up and they are all the way at the damn parking deck that I had to go to initially to pay for the parking. So before I got there, my wife was the designated driver because everybody else was planning on getting drunk. My wife, she's not a drinker, so that was that. And since I got there, she just made it a big deal. We at the parking deck, she like, you know what, I'm just driving my own car. My wife was the D&D, and she's already heavily drunk at this point. So my wife is like insinuating like, hey, you know, I don't mind driving you back. Like, it's cool. We all going to the same place, right? I'll just drive my own car. But we all eventually, they get in their car, we get in our car, and we all go to the Airbnb. Finally get there. I don't know what to do, so I'm just following my wife's lead. She told me like, let's go inside. I'm like, okay, girl. We go inside. As soon as we get inside, everybody run to the room. So they run to the room. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna roll up again because it's tension, a lot of it, and I don't like tension. I don't like weird energy, especially when I came in with the best vibration possible. Finish rolling up. I go outside. I'm just, you know, smoking. My wife, she comes outside as I'm smoking. She like, babe, I don't know what's going on, but she is in there in tears, like bawling. She says she didn't want to meet you on her birthday. Her birthday is ruined. She don't understand, and yada, yada, yada. I damn near dropped the blunt. I'm so confuzzled, so confused, so mind-boggled. I didn't say 2 words to the girl, and now I ruined her birthday. So please tell me, what did I do wrong?
Story time. I don't have my Airbnb turned into a crime scene. And we got the fine. Okay, so boom, I had my Airbnb the week. Don't mind my nose ring, it hurt trying to put it back in. So boom, I had my Airbnb the weekend after my birthday. So boom, it was a girl I was cool with. I invited her to my Airbnb. Boom. So as I'm inviting her, she asked me, can this girl who I didn't like, because I didn't like her. She didn't like my friend, and she asked me, can she come? I'm like, no, because that's messy. I'm not finna put my friend in that position to where she finna have to, you know, feel uncomfortable because she is here. And the friend, she not no messy type of friend. Like, she don't do no fine, none of that. And I knew if she come, I was gonna have to get in that type of thing. So boom, she texted me. She like, can she come? Boom. I'm like, no, because she don't like my friend, and it's not on it. No messy stuff. We here to have a good time, you know. Yeah. So boom, the B&B day come. She came by herself. Okay, cool. Boom. 30 minutes after, she was like, no, she didn't even tell me she was coming. The girl just walked through the door. So boom, I just let it go because she came. She went straight to her friend. Okay, boom, they went on it. She told me, hey, boom, boom, boom. I go to the store. I go to the store. My friend called me. She told me she gonna slap me. Boom, boom. So boom, I'm like, okay, we on the way back. Boom, I get there. I stand on the chair. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna touch my friend. So boom, she like, who you was talking about when you said all that? I said, you the only one here with a problem. Everybody have a good time. So boom. And me and her get to arguing. She talking about she would slap my friend if she want this little. Boom. So me and her arguing. Everybody like, let's go to the kitchen. So we go to the kitchen. Mind y'all, the kitchen where everything happened. So boom, we go to the kitchen. She like, I'm like, okay, so what was that? She was like, so boom, she started talking to me. She like, I apologize to her at this club. You're not finna sit here and try to blemish my image and punk me out. Like, boom. So boom, we find her friend try to jump in. So boom, fight moved to the front room. The big one, we let her go and start handling her friend. So she in the front room, in the kitchen, she looking for knives and stuff yeah. So boom, she put the knives down. She see a teleport wire, so she grabbed a teleport wire. She come in there and bust my cousin in the head with teleport wire. So boom, we realized she done cut 2 of my cousin's faces. Like, boom. So I take my cousin to the hospital after the fight. Mind you, after she cut them with the bottle, she fine with the bottle in her hand. Like, you know, when you break a bottle, the bottle still be broke and it be sharp on it. So she fine with she cut me right here, but it's gone now. This was my last birthday, and that was like last year. So boom. So I went to my cousin car so they take me to the hospital. I go back in the building to find my stuff. The one who took my vape, when I catch you, I'm gonna beat you, bro. She went to school with us. Boom. I see her at school. I'm like, where my vape, my charger? She like, she ain't got it. Boom, boom. Boom. I'm like, yes, you do. I already. Then the girl who I ain't even gonna say all that, but boom. I'm like, where my charger? Where my vape at? She like, she don't got it. The lady, we didn't call the police. The lady next door had called the police. She was our teacher. I didn't know she was our teacher, but she was, after everything de-escalated, we went outside and we realized it was our teacher next door who called the police.
Quick story time about why you don't play with people's feelings. So me and my man wake up and it's a good day. Later on in the day, he started telling me, like, he depressed, he don't feel good, da-da-da. Me being a good girlfriend, I'm like, babe, what's wrong? What can I do? I'm finna come to you, da-da-da. I'm not getting no answer. So later on that day, I'm like, okay, you know, I didn't send him 5-6 messages. I'm gonna wait on him to respond. He don't respond the whole night. This is the longest we done went without talking since we met. So I'm like, okay, scratch his head. So the next morning, I call him off a different number, and he answers. I'm like, okay, scratch his head. So later on that night, I go to work. I had a long day at work. I get home. I walked in the door, and I said, Lord, if this is for me, show me this is for me. Took a shower. Get out the shower. My homegirl had texted me and said, hey, boo, I see your man in here. My head on a swivel. So then I'm scratching my head again because I'm like, what are the odds? So I text her, and I'm like, what you got on? Because at this point, I'm finna come. I check her location, has the location already. I put me some clothes on. I get cute, get my hair real cute, put my jewelry on, put my purse on. I go real cute, very classy, very demure. I get in the car. I don't tell said friend that nothing is going on with me and this man. So I get in the car. I drive to the club. She texts me at probably like 10:45. By 11:18, I was there. Mind you, straight out the tub. Zoomed it. All right, so I get to the club. My heart beating fast. I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm telling him, like, a different friend. I'm like, girl, my heart beating fast. My arms tingling. It's not going to be good for him. So I'm almost there. My homegirl texting me. And she like, every time I walk off, he talking to girls. My homegirl telling me about it. She like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to see this. And I'm like, no, I'm 7 minutes away. You're going to stay there. So I get there. I park my car in the corner. I'm in a rental. I walk to the club. So I'm calling her. She come outside. As she's coming out the door, I hear him behind her saying, where you going? Because if you asking her where she going, then 9 times out of 10, you feel like she either calling me or she coming with me. All right. So bet. So when she walk out the door, I kind of jump because I'm thinking it's him. I don't want him to see me. My whole purpose of the going there was to let him see me, see him. And that's it. Y'all, that door swung open. I looked at that boy. He said, oh, Lord. When I tell you, I kept saying, this what depressed people do. This what depressed people do. Bop, bop, bop. Mind you, I had no intentions on to putting my hands on this man, but when my arms was tingling, that should have been a sign. So as I'm beating him, my phone fly in the trash can. I still don't stop. I forget the phone in the trash can. So security come over. At this point, I didn't finish beating him, but I didn't grab him by the hair. So I really feel played that you told me you was depressed and I was worried about you, but you was in the club, okay? So at this point, he telling me, he like, Amber, calm down. My friend is like, calm down. I just started screaming in the middle of the club. I'm like, I can't. So let me just go get a drink. All right, I go to the bar, I go to get a drink. Then I remember, damn, I had my phone in my hand. I'm like, it flew in the trash can. It was nothing but God, because when I went back to the trash can, y'all, nobody had put a drink in the trash can. Trash can, don't think the trash can at this time was my phone. And it's Thursday, ladies' night. So I go to the bar, I get me a drink. So at this point, I go to him. And I'm like, well, damn, you couldn't give me a drink? He like, no. So I'm like, why? So I'm shorter than him, so he looking clean over my head. He don't never look at me or nothing. He like, you just put your hands on me. Like, he ain't making no eye contact. So I get on the side. I get on the wall and I lean on the wall, my feet up. Mind you, my friend's like, oh, come on, let's dance, and I'm like, nope, I came here on a mission. All right. So his friends, they ready to go. They looking at me, they see him on demon time, they ready to go. They gonna walk out. I go with them. I'm only here because of you. It's ladies' night. I thought we was having a ball tonight. So I walk out with them. They feel like they just finna slip in the club next door. And I'm like, nah, I moved the security tag and I grabbed him by the back of the shirt. I was like, come here. Like, you finna talk to me. So he's like, no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't remember what he said, but that same drink I had just got, y'all, that I didn't even sip out of, I threw it straight in his face. I walk off. Yeah, I go to walk to the car. My friend come with me. And she was like, Amber, you didn't tell me it was on site. I didn't know I was coming here to be him. I just wanted him to see me see him. And my friend ended with this. She said, Amber, you are my favorite crash out. And that right there is why you don't play with women and Aries especially. I went home. I'm listening to music. I'm dancing. Like, I'm really feeling good about myself. I'm like, okay, this is the beginning of the end. Y'all, after that, I couldn't even get myself to feel the same because you done made me beat you and drag you by your hair.